Okay, everybody, let's see what's going on in the Ukraine.
Hey everyone, welcome back to a new War Archives video. We've got some intense footage today. Close quarters combat, FPV drone engagements, and building demolitions. If you liked the video, hit that like button and leave a comment. Alright, let's get into it. Ukrainian reconnaissance elements from the 3rd Assault Brigade received intelligence on Russian sabotage and reconnaissance group positions in an industrial facility near Novoselivka. The building contains multiple hangars and basement levels. The reconnaissance unit is approaching the objective to confirm enemy presence and assess the tactical situation before initiating contact.
Тут чисто, ліво.
After checking the basement area, the team moves deeper into the building. They hear an FPV drone approaching in the distance and decide to stay quiet so they don't give away their position. But it seems like the FPV drone knew their position anyway and hit the building when they opened fire to it. One FPV drone already hit the building, but the soldiers know that's likely not the last. They scan the surrounding area, watching and listening for the next one. The team confirms that enemy forces are still inside the building, likely in the basement area. They prepare to throw grenades and suppress the position with fire before making entry.
Він походу один. Термобар. Давай, поїхав. Давай.
Same tactics are used here. Grenades, then suppressive fire to keep enemy forces from returning fire, then slowly advancing further into the building. They check every room and every corner to make sure it's clear.
Чисто.
In combat like this, you usually don't see the enemy, but you fire in that direction anyway to suppress their position and prevent them from being able to aim and return accurate fire. This type of close quarters battle is extremely dangerous because there's limited room to maneuver. You're confined inside the building with no space to fall back if things go wrong. Every corner, every doorway could have an enemy position. The soldiers have to be extremely careful with their movement and angles of fire while clearing each room methodically. The team is now using flashlights to navigate through the darker areas of the building that can help identify threats and clear dark corners, but they also give away your position to the enemy, so it's a trade-off.
чисто. Тут він цей.
As they're coming back to the building they were staying in, they hear drones again in the area. The team has to stay alert for more FPV attacks. Ukrainian Special Operations Forces from the 8th Regiment are
Honestly, it looked like a shit show, bro. What the fuck, bro? What was the objective? Just walking around? Reconnaissance of what, bro? We got fucking satellites. Waste. Honestly, bro, all these guys are cannon fodder, nothing else.
moving toward Yampil in Donetsk Oblast, where enemy sabotage and reconnaissance groups are attempting to establish positions in the settlement. An FPV drone hits the building and one of the soldiers gets injured in the blast. His teammates help him back to the vehicle to get him out of there. After that, they regroup and move to another house where they know enemy forces are hiding. They assume enemy forces are in the house and start checking every corner slowly. The team moves carefully through each room, clearing the space methodically to avoid any surprises. They capture enemy soldiers inside. The prisoners are secured and searched for weapons or intelligence materials. Taking prisoners like this provides valuable information about enemy positions and intentions in the area. Ukrainian forces are conducting a demolition mission to mine buildings in the area. The objective is to deny the enemy usable positions and prevent them from establishing fortified strongpoints. The team moves carefully through the structures, placing explosive charges at key structural points. Before they can place the explosives, they need to make sure the area is clear of enemy forces. The team fires suppressive fire into the structures to clear any potential threats and secure the position before moving in to set the charges. Each charge is placed strategically to ensure the building collapses effectively. This type of mission requires precision. The explosives need to be positioned correctly and wired together so they detonate in sequence. This is footage of another building being mined for demolition. The same process.
That doesn't make sense. It's so stupid. Bro, why are you talking about you're risking military men to go out and booby trap a fucking block? Are you fucking dumb? Everybody know you just use artillery on that and it's done. So why the fuck would you need fucking 10, 20 guys going out and losing maybe 2, 3, 4 guys, if not more, for fucking what? Fuck. Bro. Those soldiers, don't ask any questions. It's just like, yeah, sure, we're just gonna go out and do that when we have artillery just to fire.
The team secures the structure, places charges at key points, and prepares it for detonation. Each building that gets demolished removes cover and defensible positions from the battlefield. Once all charges are set, the team withdraws to a safe distance. The building's cleared of friendly forces before initiation. After the demolitions, they move carefully through the building, using flashlights to navigate the interior and check for any remaining enemy presence in the area. Entering a dark, unfamiliar building like this is extremely risky. Your eyes need time to adjust from daylight to darkness, which puts you at a disadvantage if anyone's already inside. The enemy could be waiting in any corner or room, and they'd see you coming before you see them. Plus, using flashlights makes you an easy target, but without them you can't see anything. It's a dangerous situation where every step could lead to contact. Ukrainian Special Operations Forces are moving toward their positions when they spot FPV drone coming in to attack. One of the soldiers immediately opens fire on the drone. Engaging FPV drones like this requires quick reflexes and accurate shooting. The drones are small, fast-moving targets, and you only have a few seconds to react before they're on top of you. The soldier hits the drone and brings it down before it can reach them. It crashes nearby. This kind of situational awareness
Actually, that was nice shooting. Got some good aims.
and fast reaction saves lives. If they hadn't spotted it in time or missed the shot, the result could have been much worse. This is footage from Kostiantynivka, where Ukrainian forces are dealing with incoming FPV drone threats. The area has been under constant drone attacks, and soldiers have to stay alert and ready to engage these threats at any moment. Shooting down FPV drones has become a regular part of the fighting in this area. The soldiers scan the sky constantly, listening for the sound of approaching drones. When they spot one, they have to act fast. That's it for today's video. If you found this analysis valuable, please consider subscribing.
Damn, bro, these guys fucked up their country. Let's see this one, man.
Hey everyone, welcome back to a new War Archives video. We've got some crazy action today, pickups, drones and building clears. I'll keep this intro short, but if you like the video, hit that like button and leave a comment. Alright, let's get into it. Operators from the 8th Special Operations Forces Regiment conducted a winter raid in the Donetsk region at minus 15 degrees Celsius. The mission targeted an observation post and a fortified dugout. The operators threw grenades into the dugout to force compliance, then issued surrender calls to the occupants.
Выходи давай! Вышел! Вышел быстро! Выходите, либо сейчас пизда! Понятно, парень.
The initial grenade failed to force surrender. Additional grenades were thrown into the position. The occupants began surrendering and crawled out of the position one by one.
Ползи, ползи, ползи дальше. Сколько еще там? Быстро, следующий. Еще следующий.
The prisoners are ordered to lie prone. In this clip, an assault group from the Assault Brigade conducts building clearing operations. What you're seeing is a standard method used in urban combat, where teams move room by room to reduce uncertainty and avoid ambushes. The movement here is deliberately slow. In urban combat, speed increases the risk of walking into an unseen position. The firing you're hearing is suppressive fire. When exact enemy positions are unknown, rounds are placed into likely hiding spots to limit an opponent's ability to move or return fire. This kind of fire isn't meant to eliminate a target outright, but to control the space while the team advances. Grenades are used for the same reason. Enclosed rooms, stairwells and doorways favour the defender, so fragmentation grenades are thrown to neutralise threats before entry. This reduces the need for close-range clearing, which is where most casualties typically occur. In situations like this, the primary threat isn't always the opposing infantry. FPV drones have become one of the most dangerous factors in urban combat. Buildings offer cover from small arms fire, but they also restrict movement, making drone strikes especially difficult to evade. Once a drone enters an enclosed space, reaction time is extremely limited. This is why building clearance now carries risk, not just from defenders, but from airborne threats as well. Grenades are used selectively. Overuse creates noise and dust, which can reduce visibility and disorient friendly elements as well. Short bursts of fire, followed by movement, help maintain momentum without unnecessarily revealing positions. Urban clearance is less about speed and more about controlling angles, entry points and timing. In this video we have the Charter Brigade moving to clear a large building in Kupiansk. From above you can see the team's movement paths and approaches to each entrance. Their goal is to methodically sweep through the structure, checking each floor and room for potential threats. Urban clearance like this is slow and precise, because tight spaces and stairwells leave very little room for error. The team moves carefully through the building, clearing each floor one at a time. They pause at stairwells and corners, checking every possible position where someone could be hiding. Even in rooms that look empty, they maintain caution. Any mistake here could be costly. You can see suppressive fire being used as they approach certain rooms. This isn't meant to hit someone directly, but to keep the defenders pinned while friendly elements advance. From above you can see the FPV drone strikes hitting the building. Drones have become a major threat in urban operations. Even if the team has cleared the interior, movement outside or in partially exposed areas remains risky. Operators have to account for this constant aerial threat. This kind of clearance is slow, deliberate, and exhausting. But speed would compromise safety, and in dense urban terrain, controlling vertical and horizontal spaces is key. You can see the way they pause, sweep, and then move forward, a constant balance between caution and progress. Again, grenades are thrown occasionally into enclosed areas or stairwells. These help neutralize the cover defenders might use and reduce the risk when the team moves in. In this clip, soldiers from the Black Swan Battalion of the 225th Separate Assault Regiment are moving along the road in a pickup. Even routine movement like this is risky. Vehicles are constant targets, and every second on the road matters. The pickup is hit by a drone, and the team immediately exits the vehicle. This is standard procedure. Once a vehicle takes a hit, staying inside becomes extremely dangerous. FPV drones are fast and precise, capable of following up with a second strike, so spreading out and taking cover is critical. You can see the soldiers moving quickly but deliberately, checking the area for any additional threats. Here a soldier moves up to the pickup to check the damage. The hood has taken a serious hit, and they're carefully observing to understand the extent before deciding what to do next. Even minor structural damage can make a vehicle unsafe to drive or limit its mobility, so taking a moment to assess is critical. They're looking at the engine area, doors and key controls, making sure nothing will fail if they try to move it. Situational awareness is important here. While one soldier inspects the truck, others keep an eye on the surroundings to prevent further surprise attacks. And here goes another FPV strike. After the first pickup's damage, the team quickly moves to assess the situation. You can see another vehicle has taken a hit, which immediately complicates things. In a frontline environment, losing even one vehicle can seriously affect mobility, so staying calm and coordinated is essential. While some soldiers check the damage on the first truck, others move to extract personnel from the second vehicle. Coordination is key. Everyone needs to know their role to avoid further exposure to drone strikes. Communication is short, precise, and constant as they guide each other through the chaos. The third pickup arrives to assist, picking up crew from the disabled vehicles. This ensures no one is left behind and that the team can continue moving. You can see the soldiers directing the third vehicle while keeping the area monitored for additional threats. Meanwhile, the damaged pickup is being prepared to move. Soldiers check the engine, doors and controls, making sure it can survive even a short drive. Any mistake here could leave the vehicle stranded or risk personnel, so they take it slow but deliberate. Once the first pickup's back in motion, they navigate carefully, guiding it to safety while the supporting pickup covers their rear. The team constantly scans the surroundings. Even after the initial strikes, drones or other threats could reappear. Eventually, they succeed in getting the first pickup moving again. One vehicle is fully operational, while the others are too damaged to continue. The surviving pickup becomes the focal point for extraction, consolidating personnel and equipment. This sequence highlights how modern combat isn't just about fighting, It's about logistics, mobility, and reacting to unexpected threats like drones. Saving personnel and vehicles under pressure requires planning, coordination, and calm execution, even in high-stress situations. That's it for today's video. If you found this
Fuck that shit, man. If the politician's son is not fighting by my side, they can suck my dick. So yeah, bro. Ukraine, it's a shit show, bro.